Welcome back, everybody. I'm Chuck Oliver, your host of We Need to Talk About This Tonight. I got my friend, one of my besties from way back in the day, T Shay, a.k.a.
Toasty.
Taylor Cannon from day one, 14 years, been friends with this guy. One of my favorite people on the whole planet. And his old lady Kay is back here. You can't see her. She's working with the lighting crew tonight. She's back here. And we got Charlie as Pitbull in the corner over here. So it's kind of nice. So tonight's podcast is just going to kind of be a fun one because I found a bunch of facts that were fun facts that I bet a lot of people don't know. I was starting to read these off to Dalton when I found him, and he was kind of telling me, oh, I knew that. And I'm like, well, fuck, how come I didn't know any of this stuff? So maybe it won't be something that you know either, and you might actually learn something tonight. So we're going to talk about fun facts. Before we get into that, though, I found a couple memes that kind of cracked me up. I'm going to surprise Taylor with them right now. He has not seen these yet. He does not know anyone in the studio. No, I'm just kidding. But here's the first one that cracked me up. This guy on Wheel of Fortune and says, is it bad that I laugh when this guy says, I'd like to buy an eye? And obviously he's wearing an eye patch. And he's like, I'd like to buy an eye. Is there a vowel? That cracked me up. I thought it was worthy of sharing with you guys. And then the second one I saw, this one killed me too. And it's look, tweakers in Motel 6. And of course, they're like, she's looking at me. Yeah, I know, right? She's looking out the curtain. He's looking through the eye hole. Somebody out there. No, that's what you called paranoid. Tweakers in Motel 6. I like that one. And this one caught my eye because this is kind of how I feel in my life right now. It just basically says, making new friends as an adult is hard because I don't want them. Right?
Word.
I think everyone can relate to that. Was that you? Oh, I thought you made a noise.
She said,
Oh, she said, Okay. So that one cracked me up. And then there's this one here. I don't do rides at the fair because how the fuck are you going to pull a roller coaster out of your fucking suitcase? And we were just at the Tulare County Fair the other night. We had a great time. We went with two couple friends of ours that wanted to see us before we left. And I was bringing that meme up because I'm like, all these rides are tweaker guys putting them together. And I've seen those reels, where the things start leaning.
Yeah.
Or that one fat kid fat kid. But there's a fat kid that fell from the thing that it takes you all the way up the tower and then drops you. He wasn't locked in. And when he hit the ground, it was like, yeah. And
splat.
Yeah, no, it wasn't cool. It was like super, super frightening. And the last meme I wanted to share with you guys, because I thought this was great, was this one right here. And this is exactly how I would have reacted if I saw this. Decided to go for a walk on the beach and got freaked out when I thought I ran into a KKK meeting. Turns out they're just umbrellas closed. And look, doesn't it look like fucking little KKK guys? And where I'm going, that might be something I see. No, just kidding, North Carolina. We love you. We'll be there soon. But imagine walking down the beach and you're like, oh, shit, right? And then you realize they're all umbrellas. Something you might see in Mexico or something. So the whole podcast tonight is fun facts you may not know. And if you do know it, I'm going to be really pissed, but I don't think you do. So here's my first one, and we're going to show you guys this one real quick. Did you know there's a statue of Jason Voorhees, the Friday the 13th serial killer, chained to the bottom of Minnesota Lake? I did not know this. This is a true story.
That's crazy.
Can you imagine you're swimming under the lake and you see that? Dude, look at this. Even freakier, you guys. Look at that.
Wow.
No. And Dalton
That's wild.
I knew that. I'm like, I didn't know that.
Dalton, he would.
Yeah. Salty Dalton.
Spoiler!
Spoiler alert. So I thought that was interesting because I guess Lake Minnesota is where they filmed the movie, Friday the 13th. But if I was swimming underwater and I came across that, I would fucking die.
Freak, yeah.
So did you know, next fun fact, did you know this? And I know my cousin Matto is going to call me from Sacramento and be like, hey, Chuck, I already knew all that shit. But did you know that Abraham Lincoln, you remember President Lincoln, right, was a licensed bartender?
Wow.
That's crazy, huh?
That's crazy.
And he was also, if I'm not wrong, and we should research this, maybe have our people look into it, but he also, I believe, was an attorney. So that's kind of weird that Abe Lincoln, and when you look at Abe Lincoln like that, oh, hi, Charlie. Charlie knew. See, he's trying to tell us. I knew. He's all right. It's okay. He can bark. He's a dog. So really weird, right? When you think about Abe Lincoln, you think about he was an attorney. He was a bartender. It's like, I just don't see him going 4 scores and 2 shots ago. I was drunk.
Yeah,
that's so weird. So the next fun fact here says that, did you know during his entire lifetime, Vincent van Gogh, of course, Vincent van Gogh, the painter, right? The Van Goghs and all that. Vincent van Gogh is known to have only sold 1 single painting. That seems weird, right? Doesn't that seem weird for Van Gogh? You're like, you hear Van Gogh, Van Gogh, Van Gogh. He was like this great artist and shit. He only sold.
What did he make a living off of?
Yeah, I don't know, right? He did all those fucking paintings and he sold 1 of them and he's like famous now for it. But I thought that was pretty interesting. The Queen lead singer of Queen, Freddie Mercury, was born with 4 extra teeth in his upper jaw, giving him his distinct smile. And of course, we all remember Freddie Mercury's smile. Mama, I just killed a man. That's crazy though, right?
4 extra teeth.
Yeah, 4 extra teeth. But he had that big old mouth of teeth, right?
Yeah.
You remember?
A little bit. Kind of.
You don't remember? I should have pulled the picture of him so we could have seen it. The song Yesterday, All My Sorrows Seem So Far Away by the Beatles is considered the most covered song in music history. I did not know that.
That's wild.
It is wild because
it would be the Beatles though.
Well, right. But I've never heard anybody cover it.
The Beatles have been a hit for like
forever.
Yeah.
Forever. When I lived in Hollywood and I first went to the Hollywood Bowl, they were telling us everybody played here. Elvis, the Beatles, the Rolling Stones. And it's like you kind of, when you're looking at the stage and the bowl itself, you're like, wow, this is history because it's like every rock star, the Doors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm. 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 Did you know that? How many people knew that? I'll bet you cousin Matto did. He's going to watch this and then he's going to say, oh, yeah, I knew that. But did you know that lobsters, and I love lobsters' blood is blue? Did you know that? If you knew
That's wild.
Email me at we need to talk about this at gmail.com because I did not know that. And I researched it a little bit and tried to pull up a couple of pictures of it and stuff. And they were saying, yeah, it's blue blood. But like our blood, I think
it's blue on the inside.
Right. Until it hits the air.
I guess.
I think that's what it is, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Here, let me
cut you open.
Yeah, cut you
open.
Hey, there was a time I would have done that. I did become blood brothers with my friends when I was little. We'd poke our fingers and do the whole
touch fingers.
We're blood brothers. Love you, bro. That was a thing. Napoleon Bonaparte was once attacked by a swarm of rabbits. So Napoleon was the big war guy, leader, right, with the hat that you learn about in school. And apparently he was attacked by a swarm of rabbits. What a pussy. Fucking rabbits. You knew this?
I believe there's a fact also about him having disintegrating genitals.
Really?
They were slowly getting just smaller and smaller.
No way.
That's why he was such an angry man.
Wait, his balls got smaller?
Yeah. And his wee-wee.
And his wee-wee?
We watched a documentary in school, and I remember that's the only part I remember.
Because you're like,
I was like,
whoa, what's going on?
Disintegrating genitals.
Napoleon Dynamite. Coco Chanel is credited is credited for originating the black dress back in 1920s. Well, Coco Chanel, most of you know Chanel perfume and all that. She was a big designer lady or whatever, but I think it's crazy. It's just a simple black dress, but you're talking 1920. That's a long time ago. I didn't even think women had dresses then. I don't know what they had, petticoats or something. And what is a petticoat? I think it was shorts because women weren't allowed to show too much of their shit at that time. Now you got me stuck on the genital. And I bet you my cousin Matt, he watches all my podcasts. He's gonna look that up because you said it, and he's gonna go, your friend was right.
Or wrong.
Or wrong. Yeah. So even
it's just nice to believe. Maybe that's why he was so.
Did you know that there are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand on the earth?
I did hear that before.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy, right? When you think about it.
There's a lot of sand, yeah.
I mean, it kind of makes sense because Dalton is a little bit obsessed with space. And I know it's infinite and all that kind of stuff. You know, he wants to fly. In a lot of his dreams, he's flying all the time. And I'm like, well, where are you going?
I think it's weird that there's no stars in our galaxy except the sun.
Is that true?
Yeah, so all the stars are pretty much other places, you know?
Matto, look that up. I want to make sure it's just not his vape that's making him say this.
Maybe. Could be.
It might be. That's the strong stuff. Wait, didn't you say that's the sativa?
Indica.
Oh, indica. Oh, no, it's the sativa that tripped out. Oh, yeah. So here's something kind of gross, you guys, but check it out. Did you know, again, fun fact, that the human liver is the only human organ that can fully regenerate itself?
Wow.
Right?
That's what a liver looks like?
I know.
That's wild.
Dude, that's what I did when I pulled it up and I looked at it. I'm like, what the fuck? So if you put some slap your mama sauce on that shit and barbecue it up, I think it'd be really, really good.
Fucking tri-tip right there.
No, there's the slap your mama shit that's pretty good. But dude, that's like, ooh. But it regenerates itself. I did not know that.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. The oldest continuous sport event in the United States, believe it or not, is the Kentucky Derby. Do you know what the Kentucky Derby is?
No, I don't.
It's the horses.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
He's way too young. He's only 12 and I'm 84, so that's why there's a big gap in this. But no, Kentucky Derby, the oldest sport in the history in the U.S., which is weird. Babies are born, this is interesting, babies are born with 275 to 300 bones. By the time they're adults, they only have 206, since some of the bones fuse together as they grow. What? I know. Right?
That's crazy.
I want to see some film of the fusing as the child's getting bigger. That's weird though, right?
That's crazy.
It's supposed to be a fact. I know Matt's going to look all this shit up, but you're going to find it, Matt.
Look it up now.
Don't try and trick me, because he always tells me I believe all the bullshit, the AI stuff that I see online and stuff. I'm like, no, dude, they're making a movie with Jim Carrey and so-and-so. And he goes, no, that's made up. It's AI. And I'm like, God damn it. Yeah, that's weird.
AI will get you now.
I know, huh?
It
does, dude. I see it all the time. I see like a polar bear. They're helping get onto the boat because it's drowning. And I told them, look at this. This is amazing. So, Chuck, it's AI. I'm like, damn it. Especially if I'm really, really high. Right? I mean, read my hat. What's it say? Party mule. Hey, check it out. The longest overwater flight without alternative airports is from the coast of California to Honolulu, Hawaii. I did not know that. So, like, that's the longest over-the-water flight you can take without an alternative airport to land at. You know, people have layovers.
That's why it's so expensive.
Yeah, no shit, right? I think that's crazy, though. Okay, so this tripped me out, you guys. I'm going to share this with you. So we all know Tony Soprano, James Gandolfini died a couple of years ago. Great show. Mob boss, of course, on the show and stuff. But listen to this. After Steve Carell left the show The Office, which is a comedy, James Gandolfini of The Sopranos was reportedly offered the role and turned it down. I cannot... Do you remember The Office with Steve Carell? I can't see...
Such a dry humor.
I can't see him being Steve Carell's character on there. I mean, look at his face. How's he going to be funny? I met this guy.
He might.
I was outside my office on Sunset Boulevard at Tower Records one day, smoking a cigarette on my break, and I saw him go to the bookstore next door, and he was putting money in the meter, and I'm like, oh, fuck, there's Tony Soprano. I'm like, I want to meet him, you know. I met James Franco in the same place a couple weeks later, but wow. I ran up to this guy, and he was a very shy man. He's a very kind man, very nice man. But just look at him. That's kind of how he looked when I was like, oh, excuse me, James. And I shook his hand. Yeah. But I was a little scared of him. You know what I mean? Yeah, because he's like, I'll have you whacked, you son of a bitch. Leave me alone when I'm in public. It cracked me up. Here's another fun fact. Clarinets are made almost entirely out of wood from something called an empingo tree. I looked up the tree, and I was going to show it for you guys. But when I looked at it, I'm like, it's not that impressive. It's nothing really different about it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It wasn't something you guys would all be like, ooh, you know. But a clarinet, that just seems weird to me.
That's only made out of a certain tree.
Yes.
That's crazy.
I mean, I can get like the horsehairs they do the violin thing with, the bow or whatever.
Do they?
That's horsehair and shit.
What?
You didn't know that?
I didn't know. Yeah. Another fun fact.
Boom,
bonus.
No, and my cousin always, after my podcast, he'll send me little messages on YouTube and be like, fun fact, and tell me something new that I didn't know, which I kind of like. But the very first successful electric car in the United States was made by a chemist named William Morrison in 1890. So when I think 1890, I'm like, who's making an electric car in 1890?
That's wild. It's a long time ago.
See, Elon Musk isn't that smart. Look how long it took him to do his Teslas and shit. I don't get that. I just want to see what the car was. If it was an electric car in 1890, what was it? Like 2 wheels and a battery? I don't know. I think that's very weird. Here's another one. At around 22 months, elephants have the strongest gestation period than any other mammal on Earth. Around 22 months. Elephants are huge. And their skin is like leather, so not so surprising.
That's crazy.
Cheers.
Cheers,
mate.
Cheers.
Noise cancellation. Hi. There's a little thing on my board so we don't get outside noise from my AC or my dog or anything.
That's cool.
But the lady's voice is kind of English before we started the podcast. She was like, noise cancellation. Hi. And you can have it low. Hey, listen to this. This is crazy, you guys. Now, Cousin Matto in Sacramento, I know you're going to hit me with this. You're going to say, I told you this already, but it's new to the podcast. It takes, how many peanuts do you think it takes to make a jar of peanut butter like that to sell it?
Like 100.
Really?
Yeah.
540 peanuts. 540 peanuts to make a jar of peanut butter.
That's a lot of peanuts.
That's some bullshit. That's a lot of peanuts, right?
Is that like a full peanut in the shell? Or is it already?
I don't know, but bro.
Because they come in pairs, don't they?
Yes, they do, right? 2, right? You crack it, you eat the 2. Good question, see? He's thinking ahead. Now, Matt, there's your research, bro. How many, though? Right? What'd you say? You said they come in pairs, so 500. No, yeah. He's going to say, no, stupid. It's still 540 peanuts. If there's 2 in 1, it's 2, 4, 6. You know what I mean? Or do you not?
I don't know.
all the viewers are like, who gives a fuck? It's peanut butter, and I like crunchy, by the way. I don't like creamy. I like the crunchy peanut butter. This is super interesting. One of my favorite movies of all time. I was obsessed with it when it came out. I was a young kid. My mom took me to the theater every weekend, and I would rewatch this movie, and it was Jaws. And it was because I was obsessed with the mechanical shark and how they made the film, and I wanted to be an actor, and I wanted to be in movies and all this. So I would go study this film, and I read everything about it. But I did not know this, and I'll bet you Matto doesn't know this either. The actor who played the sheriff, Roy Scheider, right here in this scene, if you guys remember, he's chumping the blood in the water to try and attract the shark so they can catch it, right?
Yeah.
And then the shark comes up, and he turns around and looks at the 2 other guys on the boat, and he says, you're going to need a bigger boat. What I didn't know is that was not in the script. He made it up.
Wow.
on the spot, and Steven Spielberg kept it. And I'm like, that's pretty cool because I remember this scene when he does that, and then it comes up, and he's like, you're going to need a bigger boat. Fucking freaky. That was a good movie. One of my favorites of all time. So there's something. This is really weird. You know what a ferret is, right? Do you know what a ferret is?
Yeah.
It's like the little.
They run around really fast.
Like the
long.
Yeah. One of those little guys.
Scarf.
So there's something called ferret legging, and it is an endurance sport in which competitors attempt to keep ferrets trapped in their pants for as long as possible. Hey, can you imagine that? Okay, put that ferret in my shit, and let's see how long I can stand it. Dude, I would make
dude, no.
I'd make it 1 minute. That shit.
I couldn't make it.
First of all, don't ferrets have little claws and shit?
Yeah.
Ripping up your pee-pee and your balls? No, I don't want any of that. Yeah.
Ferret, worse?
It's a real thing.
Getting back there?
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Oh, man.
No, and ferrets, I think that there was an old movie. What was it called? There was no movie that me and Dalton loved, and the guy had a ferret with him. Everywhere we went, he would tell the ferret, go get the keys. And the ferret would do everything.
Wow.
And then come back and get the little bag, you know what I mean, and shit. But I don't think I want that ferret in my pants. Unless he's trapped. Unless he can do something I can't. I don't know. Yeah. Sir Isaac Newton invented the color wheel in 1666. Now, I'm not sure the color wheel. I think the color wheel is what all the basic colors, right?
Yeah.
But Dalton was telling me that black is not a color, right? And then I think white. I think it's going to come up in these facts, but I think white is the non-existent of all colors.
Yeah, absence of all colors.
That's
and
it.
Black is the presence of all color.
Okay, look at, see, you knew one. No, I think you're right. It sounded exactly right, like what Dalton said. But Sir Isaac Newton, I didn't forget who he was. I've heard that name. He's like some dude, huh? We learned about in school, right?
Isaac Newton. Yeah. Sounds.
You go home and do your homework and come back and tell me who Sir Isaac Newton is. Look him up right now. Do you have your phone? Let's see. Just say who was Sir Isaac Newton. Let's just see what it says.
Hey Siri. Who is Isaac Newton?
There you go.
Here you go.
Hold on.
Sir Isaac Newton.
An English polymath, active as a mathematician, physicist, astronomer, alchemist, theologian, and author.
I don't know what a theologian is. I have no fucking idea what that is. But
I would have pronounced it theologian.
Well, you might be right.
Theologian.
This motherfucker. No, Sir Isaac Newton, of course, the mathematician. But I forgot. But I've heard that name a lot, of course, you know, in school and stuff. Is that him? You guys, you should see his picture. He's got like one of the wigs, the powdered wig, like George Washington or whatever. Okay, what do we got next here? Oh yeah, you guys, this is cool. A lot of people know this already, but I'm going to go ahead and share it with you in case you didn't. Fun fact: the oldest living land animal on Earth is a 192-year-old tortoise named Jonathan, and there's Jonathan right there. 192 years old. Bro, and nobody's wiping his ass. He doesn't have to do anything. He's still alive. He's not like people.
That's so old.
Yeah. 192 years. Are you going through
That's a big one.
Taylor's wife's going through my photo albums back here. Be careful. There might be some nudes in there or something. No, I'm just kidding.
If you find one, let me see it.
Do you know what a group of owls is called?
No.
This is weird. A hoot! Oh my God. Crowd? Come on. Wow, Taylor's better than I thought. See, the reactions are better. I had my Dalton's mom on my podcast a couple of times, and I used to love just surprising her with this shit, because whatever she would say would crack me up. And she's done a few of them with me. We'll probably do more when I get out there to North Carolina. A group of owls is actually called a parliament, which I always thought was interesting because Parliament. When I think of parliament, I think of the English parliament with the wigs and the courts, right?
I think of the band Parliament.
Is there? Oh, yeah. Parliament. Oh, that's right.
It's like old funk.
Yeah, no, you're actually. Goddamn, how do you even know that band of yours?
Mothership Connection.
How do you know that band, though? You're so much younger than me.
Lori Isley.
Oh, okay.
She had a whole...
Let's bleep that name out of the podcast. The deepest part of the ocean is approximately 35,876 feet down. So the deepest part of the ocean is 35,876 feet down. Okay. That's down there. That's Titanic down there. That's like, way down there. Who's going to swim to the bottom of the ocean? I guess people have done it. Right?
It's underwater welder is the highest paying job.
Is that true?
Mm.
What, to go that far down and everything?
Yeah, it's like...
Yeah, because you might die, right? Because you might die every time.
Yeah, your lifespan is just cut down by like 10 years having to do that job.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
I think Caltrans should get paid more. They're out there standing on the highway getting hit by drunks and shit. Okay, so this is crazy too, and I tripped out when I saw this. But I kind of knew this because you've seen gorillas, right? A silverback gorilla can lift over 1,763 pounds. Look at that fucker. I don't even need to ask if that...
He looks pretty slow.
He does look pretty slow. No, he looks scary to me. Those things don't play. They're fucking like...
Yeah.
The silverbacks, and their butts are nasty. Like when you go to the zoo and you see the baboons' butts and stuff, you're like, nasty ass. Never get laid.
Wash your booty.
Yeah, with an ass like that, you ain't never getting laid. That's all I'm saying. Silverback. Yeah. 1,763 pounds. Good for him. Good for him. So y'all know there's people that play this stupid game called golf, right? You hit a ball, and then you chase the ball, and then you hit it away from you again, and you chase it again. Golf, right? That seems stupid to me. And then you wear your funky little clothes. But here's what I want to ask you. How many dimples in that little white golf ball do you think are on that little ball? Let's see if we can come close.
I don't know, like 300.
You motherfucker, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
What is it?
It's 336 dimples are in a golf
Dang,
ball.
I was close.
Hey, that was a good guess to say that. I would have said, like, I don't know, 1,000 or something. Because when you look at a little white golf ball and all the little dimples on it, right?
Yeah. There's not that many, though. Not 1,000.
No, but still, that was a good guess at 300, you little bitch. I worked with a sergeant at a police department when I was volunteering for him, and he knew all these things like this, fun facts and stuff.
Yeah.
And I can't remember, and I should have looked it up for this podcast, but he used to tell me shit, and he'd go, do you know why there's 5 holes in a Ritz cracker? And I'm like, no. And he told me, and I don't remember what he told me. Hey, Matt, look that one up, and we'll get it on the next
I
one.
want to know now.
Yeah, I know, huh? But it was something obscure, and I'm like, that's so weird, and why do you know that? You know what I mean? It's like, it's so crazy. So here we go. Over 60% of the world's lakes are located in Canada. I did know that. So 60% in the whole world of lakes are in Canada. Because Canada,
That's crazy,
eh? And Canada's beautiful, eh? Hey? Hey, that reminds me. Remember that movie Strange Brew or whatever, where they were all, hey. Yeah.
No.
And what's funny is my mother-in-law speaks like that. She'll be all, what are y'all doing, eh? And I'll be all, Mom, what are you doing? You're from Canada. And then she also says coffee.
Coffee?
You guys want some coffee? I go, Mom, you're not from the Bronx. You're from Pennsylvania. Where does the A and the coffee come from? I don't know. She cracks me up.
Coffee.
Here's another fun fact. The International Space Station orbits the Earth approximately every 90 minutes. You guys think about that. The International Space Station up there in space orbits our Earth approximately every 90 minutes. What's 90 minutes? Hour and a half, right?
Yeah.
Hour and a half. So every hour and a half, that space station orbits the Earth. That seems fast to me. Doesn't that seem fast?
I have a fun fact.
All right.
The 5 holes are to allow steam to escape during the baking process.
On the Ritz cracker?
Yeah, which prevents the cracker from rising like a biscuit and ensures it maintains flat.
I like the way he goes, to avoid it from rising like a biscuit. Hey, now we know.
Yeah.
And you know what? You're never going to forget it because next time we're all eating Ritz crackers, you can go, hey, you guys know why there's like, right? Because when you learn something new, aren't you guys excited to share it? All you motherfuckers watching this should just be writing this shit down so you can like spit it out at people. It's like when someone tells me a funny joke, I'll laugh my ass off, but I can never repeat it to someone because I'm like, damn, I forgot the punchline.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. You had to know, now you know. Did it say there were 5 holes or 4?
7.
How many?
7?
7.
No way, really? It says 7?
It says 7.
Ah, wow. My producer's telling me there's 7 holes, not 5. God bless the producer.
Wow, she got promoted?
She's promoted. And she has a robe. Kay got a robe tonight. Listen to this. Somewhere between 50 and 80% of the Earth's living organisms are in the ocean. That I believe because the ocean, the water, right? There's all kinds of organisms.
How many? What is it?
It says 50% and 80. Between 50 and 80% of living organisms are in the ocean, which kind of makes sense.
That's
right?
wild. It's a lot. The ocean's big, though. There's a lot of unexplored areas.
I'm going to ask you, how many times do you think a human being blinks per minute? All of us. How often do you think we blink a minute? Don't hold your eyes open. Because you don't feel yourself blink, you just blink.
Yeah.
Right? See, right now he's already blinked
Like
5 times.
40 times? 20 times?
I feel like.
What do you think, Kay?
50?
The average person blinks 14 to 17 times per minute.
Oh, we're
You're like,
thinking high.
The stoner.
Yes. Now, if you're stoned, I think it's different. That's all I'm saying. You're probably not blinking as much. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's crazy, right? So the first person to be processed at Ellis Island was a 15-year-old girl from Ireland. So Ellis Island, of course, when we had the war, right? Ellis Island was where they did the war in the beaches and the beach thing and stuff. I just think it's weird that it was a 15-year-old girl from Ireland instead of like a dude, a soldier. You know what I mean? Yeah. We heard Charlie. Hey.
What do you want?
He wants attention because he's a dog. Okay, here's something I know some of you don't know, and I'll bet Matt doesn't even know this because he knows everything. But Google Images, when you Google something and you get Google Images was created after Jennifer Lopez wore this green dress at the 2000 Grammy Awards. There was no Google Images before that.
Wow, so that's like the first image.
The first image was them titties. I just want to see them titties.
Titties.
Shut up, titties out. I mean, she looked good, but I remember that dress. You remember when she wore that? It was a big deal. Everyone's like, "Oh, look at the way she dressed and stuff." But before that, you guys, there was no Google Images, and I just think that's a trip. I would have never believed that. But did you know? Fun fact. Did you know that lemons float in water, but limes sink? I did not know that.
But
And I almost wish I'd have gotten lemons and limes and a little thing of water. So we could have sat here, right?
I want to know now.
I know.
I need to know.
I want to know. That's a song. I need to know. I need to know. A lot of people don't know this either. Fun fact, the Eiffel Tower, which of course is in London, was originally made for Barcelona, Spain.
Wow.
And it ended up, I know, isn't that weird? I did not know that. And Matt, don't write me and tell me I knew all that shit you were talking about on there. If I kick your ass. That's an interesting one, though. This one tripped me out a little bit. This, according to this, the fun fact is it would take 19 minutes. That's 20 minutes, you guys. 20 minutes to fall to the center of the earth.
Dang.
20 minutes. That's not that long.
That's a long time.
You think for the earth? I mean, the earth is big.
Yeah, I guess that's, yeah.
I don't know. I just think when you think of the earth and we all see this big round earth, right? And you're like, it only takes 20 minutes to fall to the center. I think it'd take a day or two or something, right? So we're not as big as we thought we were, which is pretty normal for most of us men. But yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think you do. So if I say this right, the Venus flytrap, fun fact, Venus flytrap is considered a carnivorous plant. That makes sense to me because the Venus flytrap closes, eats things and stuff. So carnivorous is like what? Things that eat.
Like flies and stuff?
Yeah, and maybe people.
People?
No, carnivores are usually like, mountain lions and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They eat some shit like us, So that one didn't surprise me too much. And if you've ever seen Rocky Horror Picture Show, you'd probably understand that. Did you know, all you guys on social media, fun fact, the real name for a hashtag is Octothorpe.
What?
Octothorpe. Isn't that weird?
That's wild.
So why aren't we just going Octothorpe? Octothorpe. Because hashtags.
Hashtag.
Yeah. And why? Well, here's
Or
my
a pound.
thing. Hey, here's my thing.
A pound.
Why do they even call it a hashtag? It's a fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How is that hashtag? Who decided that was going to be a hashtag? I don't get it. But
That is a weird
the
word,
real
yeah.
name for that, and you can look it up, is Octothorpe. Even weirder, you guys, the guy that walked on the moon, the astronaut Neil Armstrong, check this out. There he is. Look at that beautiful hair. It says Neil Armstrong's hair was sold in 2004 for $3,000.
What the fuck?
$3,000 for the dude's hair.
That's crazy.
Well, first of all,
He didn't even have a very full head of it.
No, he didn't. He
He had a pretty
didn't even have a man
receding
bun. He didn't even have a little man bun. Can you show him? Yeah, see? He's got his little... I love it. I don't have one. I got a man head. The longest English word, fun fact, is 189,819 letters long.
What the heck?
That seems like a lot. That doesn't seem right. And guess what? I looked it up because I wanted to. My first thought was, what's the word? Right?
Yeah.
This is what the word is when I Googled it. But that's not, that is no way 189,000. Yeah. But you see it right there, right?
Yeah.
So that must be a different one. And plus, if you have a word that's 189,000 letters, I can't even say it.
Not even supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
That's great. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. And what's a docious?
I don't know.
It's funny that you said that, though. That was actually hilarious. That cracks me up. So did you know that the tiny pocket in your jeans, everybody has that little, do you have one on these? No.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a little one.
So
we all have those jeans. You buy your jeans, that little pocket. Everyone thinks it's for coins or whatever.
A lighter.
It says that the tiny pocket in jeans was originally designed to store pocket watches, which kind of makes sense because back in the day, men always had a little, time for me to go to the library and sip absinthe and read a book. Hey, I just realized you need to sign the wall tonight. You haven't signed the wall yet.
I was just thinking that. Can we sign it?
Well, you go out in the garage, and there's a big black market by the garbage can on that vent, and bring it into us so he can do that. Because now that he's actually on, we have to get him to sign it. Even though last time we did it, but we didn't know what we were doing. Yeah, so that's crazy. That pocket in the jeans, that kind of made sense, though, because the pocket watch thing. People once ate arsenic to improve their skin. So we have this thing in Cherokee Oaks where I live in my neighborhood, and the water is always being tested, and they're always saying there's a little bit of arsenic in it.
That's bad, isn't it?
Yes. You're supposed to boil it, and they check the levels all the time. They tell us we have to do this and that to it. So when I heard this fact that people once ate arsenic to improve their skin, I thought that doesn't make sense. A lot of it's bad. You can have a little bit of it, you know what I mean? But who's getting, oh, is that my chicken?
Tablets of
Hey, can I get some arsenic with this? Oh,
Yeah.
a little arsenic on my chicken. A little chicken.
A little sprinkle.
Yeah, I thought that was really, really weird.
That's crazy.
This does not surprise me because in Japan, they have all the coolest, most amazing shit ever because those people don't ever go to sleep. They work 24/7. They're everywhere doing everything, right? But it says, fun fact, the largest bowling alley in the world is in Japan, and it has 116 lanes in it.
Wow.
I'm a little disappointed. I thought you Japanese people would have had like 1,000 lanes.
Yeah, something bigger.
Yeah, 160.
Couple floors.
For real, right? It's like a 12-story building or something. Hey, even weirder, in Japan, they have one vending machine for every 40 people. So think about that. Thank you.
These are what Dawn gave me.
No, those aren't.
Doesn't work.
No, it's okay. We'll do it. I know what it is. No, don't you think that's weird? In Japan, there's a vending machine for every 40 people. So that's how many vending machines are all over Japan.
Well, everything comes in a vending machine there.
Dude, that's what I'm thinking. What are they selling there? Everything, right? Like fucking everything.
They do have vending machines.
That's something to research. Let's find out what are in those vending machines besides chips, Snickers, or whatever.
The shit that's in our vending machine.
Yes. This is really.
They get little bowls of soup or some shit. Yeah.
Hey, you get little
Pizza vending machine.
Pizza.
But they've got cup of noodles though for sure.
Right.
Ramen.
That was some fucking chow mein.
Crispy noodles, please. B5.
Beef fat.
Hey, even weirder, listen to this. I never knew this, and I thought it was bullshit, but McDonald's once made bubblegum flavored broccoli. Okay, come around and look at this.
That's pretty
McDonald's bubblegum flavored broccoli. They once made that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who's trying that? You're like, give me a Big Mac. Oh, let me get that bubblegum broccoli too. That's nasty. True story. Look it up. Not kidding.
McDonald's sells birthday cake.
What was it?
McDonald's sells birthday cake.
Oh, they sell birthday cakes?
Like the full cake.
No way, really? Is it ice cream cake?
I'm not sure.
Because I love me an ice cream cake.
Right?
Fuck yeah.
Some plain ass cake, who
You have
cares?
to ask for it, because there's only certain locations.
So in Finland, fun fact, in Finland, they have more saunas than cars. You know what saunas are, right? The hot fucking, let me go in here and sweat.
That's wild.
Why? What's going on in Finland? You guys need to be sweating out all that shit. You're not even eating the bubblegum broccoli at McDonald's or something. Oh my God. What do you think the longest time was that somebody has spent holding their breath underwater? What do you think? Just take a guess.
5 minutes.
Come on, you've been good at this
5 minutes.
far. 5?
Not like you, because some people can do it
Like
Check it out.
12.
I'm not Michael Phelps or anything.
Well, I'm going for 12.
12 minutes?
Yeah.
Fun fact. The longest time someone has spent holding their breath underwater is 24 minutes and 37 seconds.
Dang.
I would be dead and floating to the top.
Yeah. I would have passed out.
Dude,
For sure. Oh my gosh.
24 minutes.
I'd be dead by like
Training. Somebody was training for that shit.
Even if you're training, you're all, I can't do it. It's like you're not going to make it 24 minutes.
That's insane.
I want to challenge that a little bit. So there's a lady named Frida that's very famous in the Latin community, Frida Kahlo. She painted 55 self-portraits of herself.
Wow.
Yeah. And I mean, I knew a lot of shit about her because there's a movie Selma Hayek was in about her called Frida and all that.
Yeah.
But I did not know that she painted 54 self-portraits.
OG selfie queen.
Yeah. Totally.
Self-absorbed shit.
Let's see if you knew this. Avocados are actually fruits, not vegetables. I did not know that. I would have thought of an avocado.
I didn't know that either.
Really?
I know it's a healthy fat.
Yes, it is a healthy fat.
It is a healthy
Taylor gets a star this week. Let me put that on his. Yeah, it's healthy fat. Good for you. You don't have to do the test. No, I mean, I kind of would have thought it was a vegetable, so.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Does it grow on a tree?
Oh, why do you gotta do that? Why you gotta do that? Now fucking A, dude.
Hey Siri,
Let's see.
do avocados grow on trees? Yep.
Avocados grow on a tree, Persea americana, that is native to the Western Hemisphere from Mexico south to the Andean regions.
We didn't know. We
This
didn't
is
know
from
all that.
Britannica.
Thank you.
Hey, it's at a tree though?
What?
It's at a tree? Wow. Okay, I didn't know that. I picture them being more of a ground kind of
Like a
thing.
vine or
Yeah, or something, yeah. But I do love them. I love avocados. Here's something I didn't know. Fun fact, NFL Super Bowl referees, they also get a Super Bowl ring. If they're a referee in the Super Bowl and they're NFL, they get a Super Bowl ring as well for being the referee in the Super Bowl. That's kind of cool.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
That's kind of cool, right?
They deserve it, yeah.
You're like, I'm the ref, and I still, because I did Super Bowl 25 or whatever and shit. And I didn't know that. I thought that was pretty crazy. But there's some weird shit you find out that's true, and this is one of them right here. You see this guinea pig? Okay. It is illegal to own only one guinea pig in Switzerland. So if you just have one of them, you're going to jail. But you got two of these little bitches, you're okay.
That's crazy.
That's weird. And why? Why?
Those are so messy. I had one as a kid. So messy.
Hey, did yours bite you all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah. They have those long teeth like a rabbit.
Yeah. And it sheds everywhere.
When me and my sisters were growing up, we had a pet guinea pig named Peanuts. And one morning I woke up, Peanuts was all fucking out dead on the side of the wheel in his cage. And my mom's all, bury him in the yard. No, that's weird though, right? Why would it be illegal to just have one? There's got to be a bigger story to that. Cousin Matt, I challenge you again to find out why in Switzerland it's illegal to just have one. That's stupid.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Do you know what a gerbil is?
A gerbil?
They're like little mice almost.
Yeah.
And when we lived up in Oregon, my sisters and my little brothers had tons of gerbils, and my dad was like, we need to get rid of them because they multiply. Like,
yeah.
It's like, gerbils everywhere, gerbils, get them out of here. And they're all, you know what I mean? It's like, fuck that.
Little tiny fucking...
Yeah. Plus, part of the rodent family, I think. And I'm probably wrong about that too, but that trips me out a little bit. Only 4 countries in the world have national anthems with no lyrics. I didn't know that. There's only 4 countries in the whole world that have a national anthem, but there's no words to it. Like,
that's wild.
We have ours. Yeah, it's just a song. No one cares. The letter Q doesn't appear in any American state's name. So of all the states in the United States, there's no Q, the letter Q in any of the names.
Yeah.
I need a map. I need a map behind us so we can be like, let's see.
Let me check.
They're like, Qatar. Walt Disney currently holds the most Academy Awards of a lifetime for a total of 26. Well, he's been dead a long time, and they probably gave him all those because he was Mickey and Minnie and all that bullshit, right? That's all I can think, right? The Paris catacombs contain the remains of over 6 million people. So if you don't know, the catacombs in Paris are underground tunnels. And here's a shot of it for y'all if you've never seen it.
Wow.
It's very kind of cool. Reminds me a lot of when me and Dalton went to the cenotes in Mexico, which are the underground water tunnels.
Wow.
Because you swim in there and shit, and they have lights down there. But apparently in these tunnels underneath Paris, the catacombs contain remains of over 6 million people. That's a lot of remains, right?
That's crazy.
I think I see a guy's finger right there in the wall. I just think that's really, really weird. This also tripped me out, and you're going to say the same thing I said. So, did you know that the average cloud weighs over 1 million pounds? Dude.
That can't
Look at that cloud. I feel like I could spell it's clay. It's like cotton. It's cotton.
Like a fluffy, like a little fluffy.
It's a little fluffy, yeah. It's a plush toy. Apparently, the average cloud weighs over 1 million pounds. I'm not sure how that works. The only thing I can think of, precipitation, they hold water, right?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking waterways. Yeah.
To fill a lake?
Hey, bring that shit to Lake Kauai. We got nothing.
Right.
This is interesting. Wearing a necktie could reduce your blood flow to your brain up to 7.5%. I get some people don't. I used to have to wear a tie and a suit every day when I was a bodyguard and other jobs I had. Loved it. Loved dressing up. Felt good. Looked like $1 million all the time. But you put a necktie on Dalton, and he's like a cat with a collar. He's like, he can't stand it. He can't stand it. So maybe it's the lack of oxygen to the brain that's getting him. I don't know. Also, did you know that animals can be allergic to humans? I didn't know that.
Wow.
Kind of makes sense though, right? Because we can be allergic to
nasty.
certain. Yeah.
We're dirty. We don't lick ourselves. We don't clean. We don't do nothing like that.
Well, I do lick myself, but that's just on occasion. Like a cat, right?
Don't lie. You have Dalton do it.
Oh God, no licking in this house. Animals can be allergic to humans. I didn't know that. Finland has ranked as the happiest country in the world to live in for 7 straight years. Finland. Wasn't there something else we talked about Finland? Were they the guinea pig? No, that was Switzerland. But every time I see a picture of Finland, in fact, here it is, you guys. Of course, the Northern Lights are there.
Wow, I didn't know.
Right? Bro, couple blunts, the Northern Lights, chilling out there.
Hell yeah.
Right? I know. When I saw that, I'm like, I need to go to Finland and see the Northern Lights. The Northern Lights are supposed to be beautiful. Here's something else interesting. Fun fact, bottlenose dolphins are the only other species to have names for themselves. This one threw me off a little bit. Okay, the dolphins have names for themselves. Are they like, I mean, how are they, you're Tracy, you're Bruce. I don't get that. Bottlenose dolphins are the only species to have names.
Do they use sonar?
They do.
That is dolphins, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dolphins are fucking highly intelligent, dude. Highly intelligent.
They have sonar, like little...
Yeah. They're definitely more intelligent than I am, that's for fucking sure.
That's...
So I don't know if you guys know what a clownfish is. Fun fact, all clownfish are born male and can become female later. Later. They could be, they can be born male, but they can turn
transgender fish.
They can transgender, which you're not allowed to say anymore because Trump's people will come.
Are they going to choose though?
I don't know if they get to choose. I haven't asked one, but.
Or the youngsters are just banging on the old children.
They said they're born male, but they can transcend. I don't know. Fucking clownfish. Look it up, guys. Yeah. Did you know that your brain alone burns around 400 to 500 calories each day? First of all, I didn't know that my brain could burn calories. I want to move that down here and let all this burn off, right? Put my brain in my ass, which it kind of is, most of the time anyway. That's weird though, right? You don't think of your brain losing calories.
Yeah,
that's a strange one. Approximately 10% of people are left-handed. I would have thought that was higher. Are you right-handed?
I'm right-handed.
You're what? Right? Yeah. Me too.
You can't tell?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, all your tats in there and nothing on this.
Nothing on the right. Clear.
No, that's crazy though, right? I would have thought that would have been a lot more. And then this fun fact here says, besides water, tea is the most popular beverage worldwide. I don't know where that comes from. I hate tea. I don't like hot tea. I don't like iced tea. I don't like tea. And I'll tell you why I don't like it. Tea dries my mouth out, and when I drink it, I feel like I'm thirsty afterwards, and I have to keep drinking water. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Unless it's, what's those teas that we drink? The twisted tea. Yeah. Now, a twisted tea, I can do that.
Those are good.
But I don't want the regular one. Fun fact, your heart beats an average of 100,000 times each day. That makes sense because your heart's always like, boom, 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 right? Each day.
That's a lot.
But what are they measuring it from? The time you wake up to the time you go to bed? You know what I mean? Let's do the math here. Let's get Sir Isaac Newton in here to calculate this and see. The first animals to travel to outer space were fruit flies. So interestingly enough, I just want to know who took fruit flies to outer space and why.
How did they document that? They're just telling me outer space like, whoa, we have a fucking fruit fly?
We got a fruit fly in here. Yeah, that's crazy. It also says that bees can fly higher than Mount Everest. Maybe not so surprising because they fly. Anything that can fly can probably, get pretty high, like us. This is really gross, you guys, but Japan released sushi-inspired Kit Kats. Japan has more flavors of Kit Kat, and here they are, some of them, than any place else in the world. It says, choose your flavor. And they've got all these weird little flavors, but one of them is sushi. And I just don't think I want to eat a sushi Kit Kat ever. That's gross.
Next is wasabi.
Yeah, did you see that? But they do have wasabi flavored a lot of other things too. Oh, this is interesting. Comets, right? That fall down smell like rotten eggs.
They smell like rotten eggs.
That's what they say. So my thing is, okay, I've seen comets, but I've never been close enough to smell it. You know?
Yeah.
Right? So that's weird to me. Fun fact, skin is the body's largest organ. Kind of makes sense. That's your skin. Covers your whole body.
Your epidermis.
What's an epidermis?
Your skin.
Is it?
Yeah.
How do you know that? What is that? Is that something in school you learned?
Yeah.
And it stuck with you and you never forgot it.
Just kids used to say,
see,
your epidermis is showing.
It doesn't matter how stoned you get, you will still retain the shit you learned in school, right? I love it. President Theodore Roosevelt had a pet hyena. Do you know what a hyena is? This is a hyena, you guys. It will eat your face off and munch you down in 2 minutes. And the President of the United States at one time had a pet hyena.
That's crazy.
Roosevelt, of all people. Yeah. Fingernails grow faster than your toenails. I know this because I cut my fingernails all the time. And I swear to God, I'll do my toenails and my fingernails, but these grow faster than anything. You bite yours, don't you?
No.
I used to. Nope. You used to, I think, back in the day when I knew you used to bite them. But I was always chomping on them. But they grow fast. So that I believe. Did you know that a shrimp's heart is located in their head? A shrimp. Like a shrimp you eat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Their heart is in their head.
That's crazy.
The Amazon River is the biggest river on Earth. That doesn't surprise me, being the Amazon, right? With the boa constrictors and all those snakes. And yeah, that doesn't surprise me. But the flamingo thing surprises me. Do you know flamingos are not born pink? So when they're born, they're kind of just all white.
Just white?
Yeah. And
That's
then they change.
Cool.
Oh my God, I can go on living now that I know that. A flamingo is not born pink. You know, every time I go to the zoo, I'm amazed at how beautiful those things are. In a group, especially.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's like 20 of them, and they're just vibrantly.
Just chilling on one leg.
Yeah. So this one cracks me up. It says, your nose and ears never stop growing. Well, I know that. I got the nose.
They never stop growing?
Never stop growing. I hope that's not true.
Oh, no.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I'm afraid. I'm afraid that in like 2 more years, my nose is going to be out here. He's going to be like, Pinocchio. That's crazy, though. And it says your ears, too. I don't know.
I got little ears.
I don't think you do have little ears. I don't think my ears have grown like that. This is all true shit. You guys are laughing, but you look it up and you're going to be like, oh, my God. They weren't just high. They were right. Cats can't taste anything sweet. A kitty cat cannot taste anything sweet.
What the?
They'll eat it, but it will not taste sweet to them, apparently. I don't know how they know that. Apparently, a cat told them one time, and now cats, they don't taste it. Fun fact, the surface of the sun is around 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Yeah, me too.
Checks out.
It says a male deer shed their antlers every year. I do believe that because it's like a snake. When it sheds their skin and shit, everything regenerates.
They shed their antlers?
Yeah, every year, which is really weird. This is really weird, but there's a word called tryphobia. It is the fear of closely packed holes, and it's called tryphobia. If you have tryphobia, or more specifically, an aversion to the sight of irregular patterns or clusters of small holes or bumps, that means no English muffins for you. No, look at this. Here it is. The people they have a phobia of little tiny holes like that. Me,
that's crazy.
I love a good English muffin. I'll make a fucking breakfast sandwich out of that shit so quick you won't even know what happened. And then there's another phobia here called, this one is a lot of docs phobia. It's the fear of other people's opinions. Okay. This would come into play for me, like Dalton and stuff, like where people are always afraid with anxiety about social anxiety and stuff. It's a rare social phobia characterized by an irrational and overwhelming fear of what other people think. Who cares? Fuck off.
Yeah, word.
But can you do that?
Yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah, you can. You're like, no, I definitely can't.
Yeah. I've mastered it.
Another fun fact, Amy Poehler was only 7 years older than Rachel McAdams when she took the role of the cool mom in the movie Mean Girls. Rachel was 25, playing Regina George, and Amy was 32. Thanks for that. Now I can go on living. I really appreciate that. Hey, how many pleats do you think are in a chef's hat? A genuine, authentic chef's hat.
I don't know.
100.
100?
That's what they say. And I looked at this picture and I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think it's going to make 100 when I get to the other side. But they're saying if it is a legit chef's hat, that's 100 pleats in it.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. People are more creative in the shower. When we take a warm shower, we experience an increased dopamine flow that makes us more creative. The only thing that happens to me in a nice warm shower is I want to touch myself. You're cleaning yourself, you're soaping up. Oh, give me that creamer. No, I think that's funny though. When you take a warm shower, you experience increased dopamine.
Is that why the conditioner goes quicker than the shampoo?
Well, the conditioner is the better one to use.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell you guys, don't use the shampoo. The conditioner, it's a little bit more, feels so much better. The unicorn is the national animal of Scotland. I already knew this. It was apparently chosen because of its connection with dominance and chivalry, as well as purity and the innocence in Celtic mythology.
Wow.
Yeah, the unicorn. Now, this one tripped me out. I brought it up to Dalton. He knew this. Nutmeg is a hallucinogen. The spice contains a certain chemical. Yeah, nutmeg. Like
eating it?
Yeah, no, but Dalton said you have to eat like a shit ton of it. But apparently you're like, I've never
tried smoking it when I was younger.
Really?
Yeah.
Like spice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We read online.
Remember spice? It was horrible.
Oh, yeah. Terrible.
Yeah, nutmeg is a hallucinogen. If you eat a shitload of it, it has a natural compound that has mind-altering effects if ingested in large doses. That's crazy. Hey, at Christmas time, you get your eggnog and your nutmeg. Yeah.
Really just
try that and see what happens. Yeah. In 2014, true story, there was a Tinder, the dating thing. There was a Tinder match in Antarctica. Antarctica is way the fuck up there, right? Yeah. Out in the snow and shit. 2 research scientists matched on the global dating app in the most remote part of the world. The man was working as a United States Antarctic station up there, and the woman was camping 45 minutes away in a helicopter, or from a helicopter ride. So they were like 45 minutes away, and they matched on Tinder in Antarctica. Wow. Those people were like, yes, thank God.
Yes, we're going
to be here. Somebody's going to do shit with me. Come and touch me right now. We've been here for 5 years. The Spanish national anthem has no words. The Marca Real is one of the 4 national anthems in the world, along with those of Bosnia, Kosovo, and San Marino, to have no official lyrics. We kind of brought that up earlier. No lyrics for a national anthem. I think that's crazy.
That is crazy.
There you go. This is a good one. Doesn't that make you want one?
Yes, it does.
M&Ms. They are named after the businessmen who created them. But what do the M's stand for? Well, they stand for Forrest Mars, and the other dude's name is Bruce Murray. And that's how it became M&M's. Dude, first of all you guys watching, look at that picture. How fucking old is M&M's? You're like, can you picture these guys all?
Delicious candy.
And I'd be like, no green ones. No, actually, I think you are supposed to eat the green ones. Kind of crazy, right? The actors, this is really trippy, right? The actors who did the voices for Minnie and Mickey Mouse, got married in real life. This is Russi Taylor. She was Minnie, and Wayne Alwine, Mickey. They tied the knot in 1991. So how crazy is it that the people that did those voices all these years ended up getting married in real life?
That was crazy.
This is one that trips me out all the time, and I went back and tried to look, but I got to do it better next time. Apparently, every clock in the movie Pulp Fiction is set on 420.
What?
Yeah, that's what they say. We're going to have to go back.
I'm going to have to watch it.
Yeah, and like zoom in and pause it or whatever and just see if that's true or not. I thought that was crazy.
We just watched that the other day, too.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, now you're going to have to go back.
Kate never watched it. I was like, how have you never seen this?
She's never seen Pulp Fiction?
She's very sheltered.
Wow.
I'm like, you have to see this, dude.
If you have a sheltered child, call 1-800. No. This did not surprise me that it's true, but Kim Kardashian has a glam clause in her will. It says that if she's ever in a position where she can't get ready herself, can't communicate, and is unconscious, someone has to make sure her hair and nails and makeup are perfect. Hey, Kim Kardashian, fuck you!
Yeah, jerk off.
Famous for nothing. Can't stand her. Hey, you know how when people say, I'll be back in a jiffy. Do you know what a jiffy is? You know how much time a jiffy is?
No.
When you say that? They say that a jiffy is an actual unit of time, and it's 1/100th of a second.
What the fuck?
We'll be back in a jiffy. Oh, we're back. That's crazy, right?
A jiffy. Wow.
Fun fact, you can't hum if you hold your nose. As soon as me and Dalton read this, we were like, let go though. See?
That's crazy.
When you guys read shit like this on your phone, don't you sit there and go,
That's a good one.
I can do that. I can hum.
Try it.
I know. Yeah, exactly. Try it. All right. We know about the Kit Kats. Of course, in the course of an average lifetime while sleeping, this one I've heard, I already know this and it bugs me. I don't even want to say it, but in the course of your average lifetime while sleeping, you may eat around 70 different insects and 10 spiders. Bro. No.
That's terrible.
Absolutely not. Now, I'm hoping these spiders are like, I don't know, but like 2 weeks ago, I got a spider bite in bed. I'm guessing in bed. And for like a week, I had this, Dalton told me it was the venom, but like around right here, my abdomen right here and stuff was hurting me. And then I got a rash from it. I went to the health network and like, oh, book today. You'll have to come back another day before you die. So I didn't go. But no, that bugs me, dude, right?
Did it go away? Are you good?
I'm feeling a little better, I think. Yeah. That's crazy though, right? I'm going to shoot these off real quick because we're running out of time. A lightning bolt is 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. Crazy, right? 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. That's why they cause fires and shit.
Dang.
In Japan, I actually have a picture of this. You guys are going to trip. In Japan, you can buy a square watermelon.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Look at that.
Conserve space or what? Genetically modified fucking watermelon?
I don't know, dude, but I want to get one now and cut it open because it'd just be square and it'd be weird.
So much easier to cut.
Yes. No number before 1,000 contains the letter A when spelled out. Anteaters have no teeth. Instead, they use their tongue to eat food. Okay. The human nose can detect 1 trillion different scents.
Wow.
That makes sense. Because you smell something really nasty and you never forget it.
Yeah.
If you've ever been in law enforcement or been a detective, you can go to where a murder was, the smell of the body and stuff. Those guys say it never leaves them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I kind of get. It's like a dirty diaper out slicking on the rock or something. Your skin is the largest part of your, we already said that one. There are 8 human blood types. The rarest blood type is AB. I don't even know what blood type I am.
Me neither.
Do you?
I
don't either. Dalton knows his.
Hopefully I don't end up dying.
Right. This one caught me because it says wind is actually silent. What we hear is the wind blowing against objects. The wind is silent itself.
Wow.
Kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah.
One season on Saturn lasts about 7 Earth years. The Atlantic Ocean is saltier than the Pacific. So if you go to the Atlantic, it's not salty water, but you know how the ocean will taste salty sometimes? Yeah. That's crazy. If you get a group of 23 people together, there's 50% chance that 2 people have the same birthday. That's not so surprising because the world is small on its corners. Cows are able to walk upstairs but aren't able to go down without help. I've actually seen that. Cows trip out when you try and get them to go down. A dog that is a cross between a Chihuahua and a miniature dachshund is called a Chihuahua, and this is it. Look at it. Aww.
Chihuahua.
Look at the Chihuahua. Isn't the Chihuahua cute?
I want one.
So, folks, I just want to know that you've collected all this information. These are facts. These are fun facts. You should know them. Now you know them. You will hear some of them from this day forward, and you'll go, fuck, I remember hearing that somewhere. What was it? Oh, T Shay told me on that podcast. Yeah. And he actually knew a lot more than I did. So, we were lucky for that. But just thought it'd be fun to go through those things because it's things you don't know about. Minnie and Mickey being married, the fucking M&M thing. The stupid other stuff. The square watermelon. Who knew they had a square watermelon in Japan? I almost said Matawellan.
A Matawellan.
You can get a Matawellan in Japan. Hope you guys had fun. Good information. My buddy T Shay. We need to talk about this. And we will be back in 2 weeks, everybody. Have a good week or 2 or 3. I think I have time for one more podcast before we leave. The next one will be live from North Carolina after that. Did you hear?
Yeah.